It was the 8th day of Ganesh Chaturthi. The whole house was decorated with flowers, lights, and the sweet smell of modaks filled the air. In the living room, Ganpati Bappa's idol sat beautifully, adorned with garlands, his kind eyes blessing everyone and watching everyone. Daddy was arranging fresh flowers near the idol, while Mama was in the kitchen preparing the prasad. Shriva and Sharvil were sitting cross-legged on the floor, staring at the Ganpati Bappa as if they didn't want it to blink. Shriva asked softly, "Daddy, why do we immerse Ganpati Bappa in water at the end of the festival? Can't we just keep him with us always?" Sharvil said, "Yes, Daddy, I feel sad when Bappa goes away. Why do we have to say him a goodbye?" Daddy smiled gently, walked over and sat between them. He placed his arms around Shriva and Sharvil. That's an important question of this festival. Let me tell you why. So Daddy began the story. Long ago, when this tradition began, people would make idols of Ganpati from simple clay, plain soil taken from the river banks. When the festival ended, they would immerse the idol back into water so that clay is returned to the nature. This teaches us a very deep lesson, kids, that everything in life is temporary. We must love, celebrate, and respect what we have, but also learn to let go gracefully. Mama, who was listening from the kitchen, said, "That's true. Just like the seasons come and go, like rains and the sunshine, life also keeps changing. Nothing stays forever." Daddy continued with a soft voice. "Children, Ganpati's immersion also means that though the idol goes away, Bappa never truly leaves us. He lives in our hearts forever. The water carries him back to Mount Kailash, to his parents, Mahadev and Parvati Ma. But his blessings remain here in our home." Shriva's eyes widened. "So Bappa comes every year just to visit us and then goes back to his parents?" Daddy smiled. "Yes, sweetheart. Just like how you sometimes visit grandparents during holidays and then return home. The joy of meeting is always followed by a goodbye, but the love never ends." Daddy looked at both kids and explained, "There is another reason also. That is, when clay idols dissolve in water, that soil mixes back into the rivers and lakes. It becomes one with the earth again. This reminds us that we all come from nature and one day we must return to it. So, Ganesh Visarjan is not a goodbye with sadness. It is a celebration that Bappa's energy has spread everywhere, into the water, the trees, the earth, and into our lives." Sharvil whispered, "So when we chant Ganpati Bappa Morya, Pudhchya, Varshi, Lavkar, we are really saying Bappa come soon next year to bless us again?" Daddy nodded warmly. "Yes, my son. That's why we sing with drums, dance, and so much joy during Visarjan. We don't cry, we celebrate because we know Bappa will come back soon." Mama entered the room with a plate of modaks, smiling, and remembered, Bappa stays here too in our heart. Whenever you close your eyes and think of him, he will be right with you. Shriva and Sharvil folded their hands, looked at the idol, and said softly, "Ganpati Bappa Morya!" All joined together in prayer, their voices blending with the sound of temple bells ringing in the distance. And so, the story of Ganesh immersion wasn't about loss, it was about love, faith, and the cycle of life that keeps going on.